Hello y'all, and welcome to YoungFolk Knits. Today let's chat a little bit of knitting, sewing, and spinning. Hello y'all, and welcome back to YoungFolk Knits. If you're new here, my name is Casey, and on this channel I love to share all about fiber arts. So knitting, spinning, sewing, crochet, whatever it is we might be up to at the moment. And I also occasionally share about life on a small farm here in Arkansas. So if any of that sounds like it might be your cup of tea, then make sure and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any new video content. Somehow it's July, and oh my goodness, the year is just flying by. It's hit hot summertime here in Arkansas. Humidity's through the roof. So my knitting mojo has been a little bit lower, I would say. When it gets really hot and humid, I tend to gravitate more towards sewing, but that's okay. That's why I have a rotation of crafts that I love. I still do knit every day though, especially in the evenings whenever I sit down. My husband and I always have our hot tea together every single night, and that's whenever I always knit. No matter what, I always get a little bit of knitting in. But I definitely have been on the sewing train. So I have a few finished sewing objects that I want to share with you. Also, it is Tour de Fleece, so a bit of spinning chat, and of course some knitting. So a little bit of real talk about knitting. I also have quite a few test knits going, and some of them are secret test knits, so I haven't been able to share my process on those with you yet. Good news though, one of those test knits that has been a secret is being released next week. So just a few days from now, and I'm very excited to get to share all about that. You can check Andrea Mowry's Instagram for some sneak peeks. I do have a few other knits that I'm going to be starting, and I want to share about those today. One thing that I have pulled out and I've been trying to quickly finish because it would not take me long at all is my lacy loop tee from Other Loops. I am actually knitting this pattern with Yarn Jam silk linen fingering in the color terracotta. So I'm holding this double. This is a fingering weight. It has 496 yards and 115 grams per skein. It's so drapey, it's unbelievable. So I pulled this back out. I'm actually knitting this with Mega from Skeins of Dreams, and she's a lot further along than I am. I'm basically gonna pick up the sleeves and just barely knit anything. I just want a little bit more sleeve. The sample photos of this knit had some really boxy long sleeves, and I don't want to do that. For summer, I like things to be shorter, and I'm also not planning on making this very long. So I need to hurry up and get this finished. I feel like it would not take me too long at all. I like the fact that it's going to be airy, it's drapey. I love the terracotta color a lot. I like the fact that it's going to have a fairly wide neck, but not super low. I need to continue to work on this. The plant fibers always are hard on my hands, so I tend to take this out and work on it for like 15 minutes, and then I need to take a break and switch to something else. That's the case for any plant fiber. Now I know silk is not a plant fiber, but I kind of throw it in that category when I'm talking about it on my hands because it has no give like wool does. It has no bounce, and it behaves very much like a plant-based fiber. Okay, so that's my current summer knit that I'm trying to quickly finish up. My goal is to have that done in the next 2 weeks, so y'all hold me to that. Next up for knitting, I have a couple of new cast-ons. So first of all, I have some leftover yarn from North Bay Fiber. It's their Heritage DK, and this is a color Sandpoint. This is the main color I used for my poly cardigan by Savory Knitting, and I love this neutral so much. It's not yellow, but it's not white, so it's a really great neutral, and I feel like it goes really nicely with my skin undertones. So I am testing the new Prospect pullover for Tori U from Tori Knits NYC. It's so lovely. It's a fairly simple shape with some nice texture, and I feel like it would just be the most amazing everyday pullover I would wear all fall and winter. I need some more cream sweaters. I just tend to choose lots of saturated colors when I'm knitting, and I want some more creamy neutrals. So I am going to be casting on hopefully this week for that test knit. It's due in September, late September. I don't think it will take me too long. It's a DK weight base, but it's kind of DK worsted. I'm just really looking forward to knitting on this. I think it's going to be really nice. It's knit on a US 6, and I think that's going to be a really comfy gauge. All right, I'm also working on another test knit that I can't share, but I wanted to show you the yarn I got in the mail for it. So this is the Farmer's Daughter Oh Dang base in the color The Den. So it's this really deep green. It's absolutely beautiful, stunning. It's almost like a pine spruce color. So lovely. A lace weight Surrey alpaca with a silk core. I would say it's more, I don't know, for me I usually hit more of a fingering weight gauge with it because it's so lusciously fluffy. But I love it. It's so soft. Sorry, my dogs are barking. They remember that one time in 2019 when the mailman got too close. So I also got this amazing little batch of Goldie, which is spincycle dyed in the wool. I actually had Candace from the Farmer's Daughter Fiber send me some pictures of their Goldie, and I picked out these beautiful skeins here. So I think that's gonna look amazing with the Oh Dang in the Den. Really cute. Okay, and last but not least, Sorry Nordland is releasing a pattern using the Wandering Flock Cotton Lino, which if you've been here for very long, you know that is one of my favorite bases. I love that yarn so much. It's an amazing blend of multiple plant-based fibers plus silk plus alpaca, so it's lovely. And it's an awesome sport weight yarn, so I love the gauge that you can achieve with it. So I am preview knitting the Laulu Tee from Sorry Nordland. It's a V-neck. It has some beautiful lace and cables and a panel that both panels start here. They follow the V-neck and then they join down the center. And I'm going to be knitting it in the Wandering Flock Cotton Lino Pyrite color. It's a super fun, grungy green gold color. And I know Sorry knit it in the sand color and I love it, and I was very tempted to do it in that color, but I think this will be fun. I think this will be a lot of fun, and I need to cast that on. I know that should be released fairly soon. It won't be too long, so I need to get a move on that. But I think that the drape of this is just amazing, and I would love to have this knit up to wear year-round, actually, as a great little V-neck tee. So I don't have really any finished objects to share today, and I think that's okay. I don't think that we should, be expected to have, I don't think we should expect of ourselves to have a finished object every week or even every month, and that is realistic. So I'm okay with not having anything finished knit-wise to share with you today. Like I said, I do have something really fun next week though, so make sure you check back in then. As far as sewing goes, I have been having a little bit of fun over there. Let me grab some of my projects and some fabric. I have actually really been hitting the sewing hard, and I have a few finished objects that I'm going to share next week because I sewed it to go with my sweater. But let me show you some stuff I've been working on just for some fun little summer projects. So first of all is the Shoreline Shift. This is a pattern that actually can be a top or a shift dress. It's very beachy, it's very flowy, it's very summery, and it only has 2 pattern pieces. Well, it has 3, I guess, because you can do the pockets if you're doing a dress. But it has the front, it has the back, and then you can add the pockets. It's so simple. You do make bias tape. That's very easy indeed. And those become your ties, and then you can do bias binding on your sleeves. But I made this fun little top out of linen from the Linen Lab, and it's one of my favorite patterns of theirs. It's this blue little floral linen, and I hope it's showing up on fabric. I absolutely love it. Now, it has the bias tape that you make, and it goes through the neckline, which you scrunch up, and it pulls the neck up, and you can adjust the fit to how you want it. I will say that due to the fact that I have a large difference between my full upper bust and my full bust, tops like this tend to tint on me, and they definitely can make me look much wider than I am. So I like to wear these with a French tuck, and that seems to be the most flattering. But I don't want to miss out on wearing these, so I went ahead and made it, and I just will probably wear it like that. But it's so flowy, it's breezy, it's fast. I made it in one evening in like an hour. That didn't really include the bias tape, but yeah, it's very quick to sew up, and really, really like it. I also had a fun little sew along with Emily from the Botanical Knitter, and we made a pair of oxbow jeans. So this pattern is from Sew House 7, which I love, and there's 2 views. She made view A, which is more of a fitted tapered view. It has different pockets on the front, and then I made view B, which is like a wide leg, very 70s sailor pants. It has these cute little pockets on the front, and I made it out of denim from Merchant & Mills. It's their poppy red color, so it's really fun, and I love them so much. I will say, I think that the fit is good. I ended up making some adjustments because I felt like in the end it was a little bit too wide at my hips, and denim grows. This is 100% cotton. It was going to grow, and I didn't want it to start out too loose and too baggy. So I ended up, before I added my waistband, I had tried it on, and I went back in and I increased my seam allowances at the hips, and that brought it in. and I liked that much better. I like the fact that the pattern has you do that with the try-on first before you finish everything up by adding the waistband, and it definitely gives you a nice custom fit, because that's the whole point of sewing our own clothes, right? Why do it if they're not going to fit anyway? So I love that. The only thing I have left to do is I need to hammer the jeans button on. I have this stuck through the fabric, but I don't have the other part on. I am so happy with how these turned out. I'm really proud of all my flat felled seams and my top stitching. I feel like this is the best fly I've done yet, the zipper fly. It just turned out incredibly neat, which I think that the fabric has a lot to do with that. Cotton denim is just so lovely and stiff that it doesn't move, it doesn't go anywhere while you're trying to sew with it. So I definitely was able to get some clean stitching on this. I'm just so pleased. I'm going to make another pair. I want another pair in green, so that's going to be happening at some point.
Through the corner of my window, playing catch. I wonder, do they get tired? Good company purring on my lap, not a single worry to be had. Sunny side up, the only thing that's filling my brain. For now it's sunny side up. The reason that I get out of bed is to lay down again. Oh, I'll be with you in a sec. I just need a day off. Nothing in my plans, I just need a day off. If I were just to move, and then she could be fatal. Now I don't know what to do. Thought of coffees hanging over me like a thread. Sunny side up, the only thing that's filling my brain. With you in a sec, I just need a day off. Nothing in my plans, I just need a day off. I'll get back, I do my best, but better call somebody else. I simply got too much on my head. Nothing in my plans, I just need a day off.
Okay, as far as Tour de Fleece goes, it has been a lot of fun. Let's see, day one was Saturday, and I'm trying to spin every day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. I just want to make sure I spin every day, and I feel like I will absolutely make progress on all of my projects. The first thing I want to finish, because it has been a work in progress for so long and I've made so much progress on it, is that I want to finish my pressed flowers cardigan spin. So I'm working through this combo spin. So this is my contrast color. I've got one bobbin very full, and I'm working on my second bobbin, which is the other half of my combo spin. And then once that's done, I'll ply it together. So as you can see, this is a very full bobbin, and it's just so lovely. So that's my main focus, and I'm going to be knitting the pressed flowers cardigan with, this is my main color. It is the Polworth Mash and Blend from Red Stag Fiber. They're Yorkshire Sport in this lovely blue, and that's going to be with my hand spun as a contrast color. So need to get that finished up. And today I'm also going to be working on separating my Fleece Force fiber. So if you are looking for a team to join for Tour de Fleece, come spin with us at Fleece Force. You can find a forum that has lots of spinners. I love the fact that we can get inspiration from each other. You can find answers if you're having some trouble with something. So the forum is on YoungFolkKnits.com, and you need to create a profile, and that's just to keep bots and spammers out. It's worth it. I know that it feels like a hassle maybe to have to create a profile to post on the forum, but I promise it's for all of our benefit. So anyway, if you want to join our team, we're just casually spinning and sharing about it on Team Fleece Force. However serious or not serious you are about the Tour de Fleece, it's just a lot of fun to be spinning together. So you are very much welcome on Team Fleece Force. Update. It is also honey time. We always collect honey July 4th weekend, and we did that. One thing we like to do is dehydrate it a little bit. Basically, we just take the moisture content down, and that makes it more like what you would buy in the store. Sometimes honey, especially spring honey, can be a little bit runny and have a higher moisture content in it. For us anyway. So we like to dehydrate that a little bit, and it's just the most incredible, sweet, amazing clover spring taste. I've had so much I got sick yesterday, but we have been putting that in jars, and it's so amazing. The kids always love it. And that's all for today. I just wanted to jump on and give a quick little project update. And I also want to announce the winner of a pattern giveaway from a couple videos back. So I'll put that on the screen. And if you would, please contact me by emailing Casey@YoungFolkKnits.com, and you can choose your pattern and I'll get that sent to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoy videos like this, then make sure and give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any future video content. And until next time, happy knitting, y'all.